Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast.
We thank you for being here with us this morning. I messed up again.
Uh-oh.
And it's certainly not the first time. And I've been told throughout my life how many times I've messed up. So,
You had three good teachers, huh?
That's
I didn't say it.
that hurts.
how many did you have, Mars?
Just two so far.
Yeah.
Just-
So far is, I think, the underscore on
That's
that
that's the lead in question.
one. So, at any rate, if you're just joining us, thank you very much for joining us. I messed up and don't have the music ready.
But you could hum it.
Boom, chicka, 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 chicka. Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
That makes me want to
We're
dance.
going to go with Jeff's version of this.
He's frozen again.
He is.
Hey, this is your place for all things automotive, the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Coming up, our story of the week. Recalls, guess the sold car price. Mars has This Week in Auto History. Jeff has the racing calendar. I'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive news headlines. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. Frozen in eternity. No, he's down there. He's down over here.
He's trying to get
See
unfrozen.
that little box right there?
Yeah, right there.
He's in there. Now he took the box away.
We scared him.
That's because I went like that.
You were going like this.
I was going like that over there. Yeah.
It's like a voodoo.
It is. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley is sitting at home going,
What in the heck? I'm glad I'm not there.
yeah. Way to go, David. Thanks for not coming today.
And
So-
I brought donuts and everything.
Yeah.
So let's start. Yeah, you did. Let's start off with our story of the week. I just thought that this was pretty interesting. For nearly a century, automobile dealerships and consumers alike thumbed through pages of physical booklets to check the market values of used cars. If you're a car guy, you have too. You know about Kelley Blue Book,
NADA.
NADA.
I used to carry an NADA with me.
We all did.
Yeah.
Black Book,
Yep.
all that stuff. Estimates for everything from a 41 Packard Clipper to a 65 Ford Country Squire to a 97 Pontiac Sunfire could be found in those print products.
Do they make them anymore?
Now, more than 100 years after the National Automobile Dealers Association decided to formally track used vehicle values, those numbers are more likely found with the click of a mouse than a turn of a page. The first online vehicle classifieds appeared in the late 90s, and the decades that followed saw both the rise of digital shopping and the beginning of the end of the printed book. I got this story, by the way, from Automotive News. The last of its physical guides arrived in the fall of 2017, well after Kelley Blue Book's car values had been made available online. NADA started tracking vehicle values in 19 and 22. It was the year you were born, right?
Yeah.
Fresh off its own founding 5 years earlier, after the NADA started tracking vehicle values in vehicle values back then, federal government approached the trade association about developing a way to track them to lend more transparency to the process. Auto dealerships weren't the only groups to use the guides to determine fair market value of vehicles. Other entities did too. From consumers, insurance companies, and lenders to governments and even divorce courts.
Oh boy.
States consulted NADA's used car guide when determining food assistance eligibility. I did not know that. For instance, after the Food Stamp Act of 1977 mandated they should consider the fair market value of a vehicle as a resource. Insurance companies use the book values to set total loss thresholds, and lenders routinely check the guides for loan origination purposes. NADA printed a consumer version of the NADA guide. Car buyers also consulted the Kelley family's Blue Books, which rose in circulation during the mid-century. The Blue Book also played a key role in car valuations during World War II. I didn't know that. With materials and machinery redirected to support the U.S. war effort, very few consumer vehicles were produced. Demand for used vehicles soared. In 2015, NADA sold its used car guide to J.D. Power. It has become less efficient for dealers to consult a book now that they use software to run their retail operations.
And That makes sense because all the products, all the materials they were using for the war did not go to the cars. They pulled it from the cars to make the war happen.
Correct.
So that's
Right.
why the
Yeah.
used went up. So that, I get that.
Dealerships felt they could plan better with quick access to real-time vehicle values that can fluctuate based on color, location, mileage, condition, and various other factors. Black Book in preceding years had dabbled in electronic delivery of wholesale car values by offering that data on floppy disks, remember those, and compact disks. Around the turn of the 21st century, it delivered data to handheld devices such as the Palm Pilot and BlackBerry.
Oh, yeah.
Consumer-facing data providers evolved their offerings too. Traditional physical booklet publisher Edmunds began offering CD-ROMs with its used and new vehicle values in the 1990s. Now, as a digital-first business, Black Book is working to move users to its mobile applications where wholesale vehicle values are updated every day. Thought it was an interesting story because I do remember those. All the car guys used to carry those around, either in their glove box, and then they'd be outdated by 3 or 4 months, whatever. Gives you an idea.
The dealer would get
it would fit in your back pocket. It was small enough that you could carry it easy.
Yeah.
And this, we talk about all the devices run like you talked about all those the Palm Pilot and everything. This whole show is being run by a Commodore 86.
And the operator is also one of the first inventors of the Commodore 86.
Mr. Marconi in the other city.
In the other city. Mr. Mars over there in Neaterville. We're talking about you, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-huh.
It's better to be
talked about
than frozen in time like you have been all morning long.
Like I've been doing all day.
Recalls BMW recalling 196,000 vehicles in the U.S. as the engine starter relay may corrode, leading to overheating and short circuit, increasing the risk of a fire. 2022 BMW 230i vehicles. The Supra has been built by Toyota in a collaboration with BMW, which includes a shared platform. That's why. Ford.
I'm waiting on this one. It's going to be tune in because we've got a 4-hour show for Ford.
Recalling 115,539.2 vehicles in the U.S. due to a defect that could cause the steering column's upper shaft.
There you go.
To detach.
There you go.
It's got to Martha.
Here, you drive.
Martha,
here, you hold this.
And you just talked about the center line of the Miata.
Well, this one here has got its own, its own mind.
Here, you want to drive, you drive.
The issue can potentially lead to a loss of steering control. You think?
They're geniuses.
Affects vehicles from model years 2020 through 2021 and includes the F250, F350, and F450 vehicles. Dealers will inspect and repair or replace the faulty component free of charge.
Of course. If you can drive it in, we'll fix it.
Do I have any more Fords in here? That may be the only one.
I wonder if they would. Do they do? Ford has that service where they do oil changes and tire repairs at your house. They've got a mobile thing through Ford. I don't know if that's through Quick Lane or not. Well, I wonder if they could do recalls through their mobile guy.
This is not one of those they're going to update the software via the cloud. That's not going to happen.
No.
Other recalls, replacement fuel tank may leak during a rollover crash. Notice that I said replacement fuel tank. Cadillac Escalade, Chevy Tahoe, GMC Yukon 2021 through the 2024 model years. There's that. Damaged seatbelt retractor for a bunch of BMWs and Mini Coopers 25 and 26. Hyundai Palisade, seatbelt buckles may fail. Here, hold this. Hyundai charging port door panel may detach in the Ioniq 6, 23 to 25. Loss of vehicle stability control from improperly tightened fasteners.
Oh,
they don't say where the fasteners are, but
stability control is in the I don't know if it's the wheel housing or the axle area because I've had mine go out on my Cadillac, and they've had to replace them.
Hyundai Ioniq 5, 2025. A bunch of Lexuses and Toyotas. Instrument panel failure.
Oh, better let Kathy know.
Electronic stability control light may not illuminate. Chevy and GMC Silverado and Sierra 2026. Driver and passenger door trim pieces may detach. Jeep Grand Wagoneer and Wagoneer 22 to 25. Side curtain airbag inflators may rupture. Pow! Ram 1500, 2500, 3500 for the 2018 model year. And the Alfa Romeo Giulia 2017 to 2019 loss of drive power. Now,
'Cause, you know, she's been very fortunate. She hasn't had any recalls on hers.
here you go. Take that home.
I'll take that home. I'll mail it to her.
There's that. Okay. Time now for our Hemming sold car roundup. We're going to go through this pretty quickly this morning because we're running a little short on time, but not too much. So if Jeff Heitzman and look at that. That's a new
Oh,
graphic.
there you go. We had that last week.
We
Yeah,
did?
Jeff and George are here. It
All
just we got to see if we can catch them fast enough. We kind of move kind of
All right.
fast sometimes.
Here's the first car up this morning. 1967 Ford Mustang convertible, red in color. Mars is doing the changing on all this,
Yeah.
so I have nothing to do with it. Looks a little rough, but it's a.
Got a roll bar.
Is that a 67? I guess it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell 67 from 8 from a shot like that.
I wouldn't know. I never was a
I'll
Mustang
go with
guy, but
67.
whatever. Okay,
I'm going to say 12.
12,000. Mr. Mars, you're not allowed to join us anymore.
No, I was going to say I'm just making notes and trying to keep up with everybody else. Heitzman says 25,000.
Yeah, I see that. That's good. We can put Mr. Heitzman
Jeffrey.
up over there.
Yeah, if we can get it in time, we can do that.
Well, it's sold for $8,500.
Oh, my.
Oh, there's George.
George.
$89.99. Well, George wins.
Yeah.
Art Grindle, $89.99. Oh, Lord. Art Grindle used to be a car salesperson, owned a car dealership. Art Grindle Dodge,
Well,
down
evidently
on-
he's been
down on-
reincarnated.
down on OST. And he, every Saturday morning, I guess it was at cartoons or maybe it was wrestling. I can't remember, but it was a live run through of the used car department. And all of
They
the
would drive
drivers,
through.
they'd drive through, and he'd stand on the hood of the car, whatever. And those that
Sell them.
those that didn't run, he'd have guys push it through.
Kind of
And,
like on Meekum, though, you know, they push them so that they can.
well, this is not because of Meekum, I can tell you that. Anyway, good one, George. Art Grindle Dodge. Okay, the next car up is a 1954 Chevrolet Corvette. Now, this is the first year for the Corvette, 54, and they were all painted this color. And had
Whites and
the whole 9 yards, what you see right there.
72.
72 is what,
did they all have the red interior like that?
Yeah.
yes.
Blood red.
Yep.
White with blood red.
And they had a beige top, and the windows were foldable part of the top. They didn't have roll down windows in the 54.
18. from
Heitzman
Jeff.
says 18. 18?
39 for 36
George
for
says
George.
36. It's sold for $63,000.
Oh, wow.
Because, you know, every once in a while, I like to look at some of these cars that are originals. All right, next up, the 1969 Chevrolet Camaro. Now,
That's yours, baby.
that is not a stock paint job
No.
on that car.
Or a
with the-
hood.
with this, yeah, that's what I mean. The black stripe things on the hood. No, it's not. So
You think it's a real Z28?
I don't think so, but that's just my guessing. The
Yeah.
1969 Chevrolet Camaro. It looks like a Z28, but I think it's a
22.
22. George, we're dependent on you.
Come on, Art.
Okay. Jeff Heitzman says 21.
Okay, close. What's Art say?
Art Grindle.
Yeah,
Art-
Art's a little slow coming in off through Facebook. I'm not sure why, but
Well,
anyway,
it's slow like us.
yeah, it's old like
Uh-huh.
us.
Well, it's sold for $33,075. Because, well,
George,
see,
20.
George is pretty close. 23. It's sold for 33. All right. Next up, this is a car for George. A 1932 Ford Roadster with the actual flames. Look at that thing. That'd be a fun car to have, wouldn't it? A
Flathead
32,
and all.
yeah, with a flathead V8 in it.
You go, Richie Cunningham.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, 32 Ford Roadster. How much do you think that they got for that?
19.
19.
I'm also going to say 18.
Man, it's
18 to
got a
19.
top on it and everything.
Yeah. It's like the Miata he drove.
That would be so much fun to take on the
Hot rod.
Hot Rod Tour at Texas.
The flathead forward in there.
Yeah,
Look at that.
but look at the header pipe.
Well, it's got the zoomy underneath.
It
yeah,
does?
it's got the cap. Yeah, it runs down to an exhaust, but you can undo 3 bolts and you got it wide open.
Yep.
Either that or you could turn the water faucet handle down on the floorboard.
True.
How much, Jeff?
I'll go 17 to 18.
Okay. So David Ainsley says 20,000. Wow. I didn't know David was part of this.
It's 33 for
confab.
Jeffrey.
Jeff is 33.
George
is 23. And it actually sold for 47,775.
Wow.
That's a showpiece there,
Yeah.
but how much fun would that be? Okay, let's move on. A 2005 Porsche Boxster.
That's about the size of your Miata.
Well,
a little bit bigger.
It's a little bigger, but it's still 2 seats.
yeah. All right, 2005 Porsche Boxster.
31.
31. Anybody else?
I don't think anybody's really impressed with
care.
it. Yeah,
All right,
it's not one.
so I'm going to move on from this because we're running out of time. 2005 Porsche Boxster sold for $12,600.
Wow.
It must be ragged down.
David got close. David's 9.
This is for Neaterville, Texas, and Mr. Mike Mars.
Yeehaw!
This is right up his alley right here. A 1965 Chevrolet
That's cool.
Series C. And it's not even a bobtail. It's just the cab on a frame. But
That
boy,
is
is
cool.
that cool.
Yeah. I'd drive it.
I'd drive it. And I would make it a bobtail and just put a flat bed on the back of it.
12 grand.
It almost looks like it's sitting on like maybe they took a body and put it on a newer frame or something.
I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. But
for
the
them.
65 Chevy Series C, just the fact that it's a 65 is cool.
I'm going to go 12 grand.
12 grand. Jeff says 12 grand.
I think Heisman said 6.
George says 20.
18. 18.9.
Oops, my bad. Wrong, George.
Okay, well, we got to move on.
Okay.
It sold for $10,000.
Okay, that's a good price.
I'd say so too. It's even got the front badge up there.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, this is no, that's not the one we're going to use. We're not going to use. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry. This one is a 87 Jeep Wrangler. This is our last one of the morning. 87 Jeep Wrangler. How much did that sell for? Now this is the one with the square headlights that everybody hated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
only
of the
year they
headlights.
made it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 grand.
9 grand. Anybody else want to join in?
Let's see here. Let's see what.
David says 10 grand.
Yeah.
David, are you in the UP or when you leaving?
Heitzman 31.
Whoa.
Jeff.
He's buying 4 of them.
Here's David's. I'm not sure where that 10 came from.
13. Okay. Well, the 87 Jeep Wrangler sold for $11,025. $11,025.
Wow.
Okay. That's it.
Interesting.
That's it. Okay. Because we got auto history to go. All right, going to take a break. Just ahead, the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History, and I'll bring you this week's automotive news. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show is back in a flash. Stay with us.
Why did that not go?
We don't know. And if it's not going to go, then you need to let us know if it's not going to go.
Well, I'm not sure why.
Well, I know you're not.
How about this one?
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good.
Time to fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, Downtown Cruise, Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it.
Aye.
I like it.
Yeah, buddy.
If you want to go eat some crawdads.
I know. Volume on that's a little bit loud there, Mr.
A
Mars.
little bit.
Yeah, I wonder why in the world that happened.
I don't know. You're in charge, so we're just living in your world. That's all.
I'm sorry.
InWheelTime invites you to join our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central on InWheelTime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. We hope you check us out. If you miss us, you'll be able to connect us through your favorite podcast channel. Time now for the racing calendar. Jeffrey, brought to you by Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Thank you for that. IMSA racing is coming up October 11th. This is a little ways off here, but it's the Petite Le Mans in Michelin Raceway Road, Atlanta at 12 noon. Now, last week, the GTP class, Cadillac finished 1 and 2. And I think Acura was 3rd. So congratulations to Cadillac out there. You got Formula One. They're coming up on Sunday, October 5th, which is a week from today. Pretty close. 62 lapper in the Marina Bay Street Circuit in Singapore. So there you go. NHRA, they're running again this weekend, the 26th through the 28th. It's the Midwest Nationals, a worldwide technology raceway. So that's coming on this weekend as well. You got the trucks, Craftsman Trucks, October 3rd. So that's next Friday at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Roval, not the Oval, the Roval. And that's going to be on FS1. Then you got the Xfinity Boys in Kansas Lottery 300. I used to go to that race every year with Keystone. So it was a fun place to be. And then that's the 27th. And the 28th, you've got the Hollywood Casino 400. And again, that's in Kansas City, Kansas.
Thank you, sir. Time now for This Week in Auto History. Mr. Mars, frozen or not, is going to do This Week in Auto History. Take it away, Buster Brown.
Yes, sir. I'm happy to do that. So this week in auto history, I'm going to run through this kind of quick because we are running a little behind, like you said. In 1893, the Duryea Motor Wagon Company was founded. Now, this is important because they actually had the first gasoline-powered.
We'd like to see you full screen there, Mr. Mars. Is that possible? Because we're just sitting here like lumps on the log.
Well, because I was wanting to make sure you were good.
Oh, God.
Now I can't see you. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm messing with you. Anyway, this led to the foundation of the Duryea Motor Wagon Company. Now, this is the first automotive manufacturing business that was actually way ahead, a decade almost ahead of Henry Ford. The other thing that happened in 1904 this week, the Buick Motor Company moves to Flint, Michigan. Now, this is important because this set the stage for Buick to actually become General Motors in 1908. They kind of developed it, but it also created the powerhouse of Flint, Michigan in the automotive industry. That's when people started moving there and it really started taking off. 1926, Route 66 was approved. 2,448-mile highway became the mother road from Chicago to Santa Monica. Went through several states. We talked about it through Texas and several other states. 1967, the first episode of Speed Racer. Forgot to push the buttons. First episode.
We're okay with all that. You just go.
Yeah.
Keep it
Speed
on.
Racer aired, and this is the Great Plan Part 1. Introduced Speed Racer and all his buddies. Now, in 1968, the AMC Javelin went on sale. Now, this was AMC's entry into the pony car wars against the Mustang and the Camaro. It was pretty stylish. It was pretty popular, but it just did not hang on and did not last very long. 1967, the Ford Aspire was produced. It never rang a bell when I read this and started looking into it.
Did you call it an
Aspire? How do you say it? Aspire.
It's made by Taco Bell. The Aspire.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyway, it ended its brief U.S. run in 1967. It was basically a world car, and they brought it in trying to be in the subcompact market. And it did not work very well.
What did you call it?
Aspire is the way it's spelled.
How do you pronounce that?
I pronounce Aspire.
Aspire.
How do you say it?
I think it would be called aspire. You aspire to be something other than what you are.
I'm going down to Art Greenlee's to buy an Aspire.
Aspire. Let me have that Aspire you got to wear.
All
You
right,
need to
so
put that on next week's
1960,
price.
1984, Chrysler introduces the minivan. Now, this is something that it really has. It's still producing minivans, and it really is a family vehicle, a people mover. A lot of people use it for like small buses. You know, a lot of events use them to transport people, and it's really changed the world as we see, kind of leading into the SUV market that we're into now. 2004, Tata Motors
There you go.
actually rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange whenever they
It goes
become.
hand in hand with Aspire.
They got a joint venture going. Welcome to the joint venture.
Yeah.
Tata Aspires.
Yeah, so that's the Tatas right there. Then in 2008, the movie Death Racers was released. Now, it's a low-budget action film starring rap duo Insane Clown Posse was the stars of this, and they were forced to compete in a deadly cross-country race. Lots of violence, dark humor, and over the top.
Kind of like this show.
Thank you, Michael.
Oh my gosh.
Bad. All right. Couple of stories I got to get in here. He didn't speak English. He was asked to leave his engineering studies at school in Tokyo. He was so short of cash that he hitched a ride to the United States on his uncle's freighter, landing first in Seattle, then moving to LA to earn a degree at the Art Center of Design. In less than 20 years, Tsutomu Tom Mutano died September 20th, just days before his 78th birthday, and he changed automotive history. In 83, after short stints at GM, BMW, Mutano joined Mazda and went on to design what would become the best-selling two-seat roadster in history, the Mazda MX-5 Miata that we reviewed this hour. The lightweight two-seater debuted in 1989 at the Chicago Auto Show. Mutano had a hand in shaping many cars and crossovers in his 28-year design career. That's Mutano's waterfall grill on America's top-selling car in 76, the Oldsmobile Cutlass. But you didn't know that. But is the first two generations of the MX-5 that propelled Mutano to the top ranks of the industry's designers. Mazda has sold more than 1.2 million MX-5 Miatas. Future versions are being considered, even though sales have slowed. So sorry to see you go. Good career. Thanks for what you brought to us. Stellantis has canceled the Jeep Gladiator 4xe amid an ongoing reassessment of its product plans, the automaker told suppliers in a September 19th letter. Automaker said the cancellation of the plug-in hybrid Gladiator is effectively, immediately, and all related activities canceled. Jaguar Land Rover extending the closure of its factories until October 1st following a cyber attack that has left its operations paralyzed and smaller suppliers struggling. JLR's factories in Britain produce about 1,000 cars a day, and the automaker is said to be losing tens of millions of pounds, with many of its 33,000 staff told to stay home. We'll keep you posted on that. That is not a good thing for anybody. Hey, we'd love to hear from you. Just shoot us an email. The address is info@InWheelTime.com. We're back after this quick break. Stay with us.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. Rev up your engines. It's time to roll back in style at the Back to the Past Car Show. Join the Spring Branch Senior High School Foundation Saturday, October 18th at Cornerstone Academy, 9016 Westview Drive in Houston. Classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles. Family fun, food, music, and memories. There's something for everyone. Proceeds benefit local students and programs. Don't miss the shine, the chrome, and the nostalgia. 10 to 2, Saturday, October 18th, Back to the Past Car Show. SpringBranchBears.com/car show for more information. InWheelTime will be there too. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.